This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Dr. Oetker Intermezzo Tomate Mozzarella mit Pesto. This is the competitor to the regular Wagner Rustipanis, those little pizza breads, slightly overly shaped, and I do not remember ever having one of these, but I saw these on sale. They weren't, reduced in price for too much, but $1.69. And usually they cost $1.99, I think. So I bought a couple of them to just simply try them out. We've got a preparation instructions right there, our ingredients list right here. We've got the address at the bottom, a little code, and our nutrition table right here. The net weight is at about 185 grams. Now let's take this out of its little box. And it really does look almost exactly the same as the Rustipanis. This is a bit wider, a bit more like a cargo ship other than a frigate or something like that. The Rustipani is a bit more eye-shaped. This is, a bit wider. It looks very simple. It looks almost exactly like one of those regular mozzarella pizzas from Dr. Oetker, just in a different form factor with a bit of a different dough. Let's take a look how big this one is. I don't really need to fold it up too much, fold it out too much. Let's kind of get this set properly. About 23 centimeters, just under, or is it? Yeah, 22.5 centimeters in length. And we're looking at just under 15 centimeters in width. Now that sounds all nice and good. Let's get this into the oven and I'll see you in a second with a properly prepared little intermezzo baby pizza. Here we are with the baby pizza fully prepared. It is looking good so far. The tomato pieces are still intact. We've got a melted cheese right here. We've got the basil sauce, or the pesto, which is looking fine as well. It's a bit juicy. We can see some juice propagation going on when we tilt it just a little bit, but so far so good. When we take a look at the crust itself, it seems to be crunchy enough. So let's take a closer look at the toppings themselves at first. Let's take some of these tomato pieces right here and give them a little taste test. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the tomato pieces taste the exact same as the other ones on these Dr. Oetker frozen pizzas. Nothing really surprising about that. Yes, they are simply of a different shape here. Now let's take a look at the mozzarella cheese right here on top. Consistency-wise, it seems to be quite alright. Looks good so far. And texture-wise, they really remind me of the regular mozzarella pizzas. Frozen pizzas. The texture, the consistency of it in your mouth is alright. Taste-wise, nice and mild. Nothing really to complain about either. Now let's take a look at I should take the knife for that particular taste test right here. Let's take a look at the pesto, or the basil sauce, whatever it really is. There is some spinach in there, I think. The pesto itself is fine as well. Yeah, it really tastes of basil, but certainly not the fruitiest, leafiest basil, I think. It doesn't taste as fresh as I expected it to taste, which is a bit unfortunate. So let's take a little awkward slice here from this intermezzo and give that a taste test altogether. Yeah, the ingredients altogether with the dough itself are alright. Nothing surprising really. It tastes exactly like you would think it would taste when you had one of these mozzarella or regular wannabe margarita pizzas as frozen pizzas from Dr. Oetker or Wagner. Nothing surprising about it. The dough itself really reminds me of bread. Not very pizza-like at all. This is not supposed to be pizza, but it is similar. It's somewhere between like a topped baguette and a pizza, and yeah, really reminds me of just crunchy bread in the oven. So up until this point it is fine. Nothing really sticks out as notable. Just a very homogeneous little piece of frozen goods. I will finish this now and I will give you my verdict in just a second. The consumption process is completed and I think we can wrap up this particular review. The first impression of this Intermezzo was quite alright. Nothing was really striking. Everything looked as expected. That's all I can really say about that. Color-wise, yeah, nothing was striking. The pesto was green, the tomatoes were red, the mozzarella was yellowy white, which is usually what it should look like. Not really yellow, but you know, a slight tint to it. And the tomato sauce was nice and red as well. Consistency and texture-wise, nothing striking again. Everything was as expected. The dough itself, the base, that's always a bit of a weird one with these mixes of bread dough and pizza dough. It really feels like it's, you know, located somewhere in between those two. It was alright though, nothing really to complain about. Taste-wise, all the things tasted as expected from a frozen product. The tomatoes were nice and acid, I don't know, you know what I mean. The pesto was a bit lacking, to be honest. It could have been a bit more, it could have been tasting a bit more fruity, maybe a bit more nutty, like a proper pesto. It was a bit, you know, a bit shallow with a particular flavor profile, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, that's what it is. For $1.99 as a regular price for this particular piece of food, I guess we can't really expect too much more of that. The mozzarella was, on the other hand, very decent for frozen pizza themed thing, so I don't really want to complain too much in that regard. Theme realization wise, they said they give us a tomato mozzarella with pesto intermezzo, and that's what they did, so I can't fault them for that. In total, on a scale from 1 to 10, we are looking at a rating of 7.14, and on this it is time to end. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.